Dear students, in this video we are going to see the inverse Laplace transforms using the partial fractions. This is Dr. C.K. Sivashankari working as Assistant Professor in the Department of Mathematics, RMK Engineering College, Kavarapettai. Partial fractions method. Inverse Laplace transform by partial fraction expansion. This technique uses partial fraction expansion to split up a complicated fraction into forms that are in the Laplace transform table. The standard forms of partial fractions method. If in the denominator, if we have a linear function, say x plus a into x plus b, then the partial fraction for this is a by x plus a plus b by x plus b. If in the denominator we have x plus a into x plus b the whole squared, then the partial fraction for this is a by x plus a plus b by x plus b plus c by x plus b the whole squared. If in denominator we are having x plus a the whole squared into x plus b, then the partial fraction for this is a by x plus a plus b by x plus a the whole squared plus c by x plus b. And if we have x squared plus a into x plus b, then the partial fractions for this is ax plus b divided by x squared plus a plus c by x plus b. Now let us see the problems based on this. First one, find L inverse of 1 by s into s plus 1 into s plus 2. Now let us consider f of s is equal to 1 by s into s plus 1 into s plus 2. Now in the denominator we are having the first type s into s plus 1 into s plus 2. So by using the partial fractions method, this equation can be written as a by s plus b by s plus 1 plus c by s plus 2. Now taking LCM for this function, we get 1 is equal to a into s plus 1 into s plus 2 plus b into s plus 2 plus c into s plus 1. Now let us find the values of a, b and c by substituting s is equal to 0. So we get 1 is equal to 2a, so a is equal to 1 by 2. Next let us consider s is equal to minus 1. So we get 1 is equal to b into minus 1 into minus 1 plus 2. Now solving this, we get the b value as minus 1. Now let us substitute s is equal to 2. So we get 1 is equal to c into minus 2 into minus 2 plus 1. So solving this equation, we get c is equal to 1 by 2. Now substituting the values of a, b and c in equation 1, we get 1 by 2 by s plus minus 1 by s plus 1 plus 1 by 2 by s plus 2. Now taking L inverse on both the sides, we get 1 by 2 into L inverse of 1 by s minus L inverse of 1 by s plus 1 plus 1 by 2 into L inverse of 1 by s plus 2. So which is equal to, now we know that L inverse of 1 by s is 1. So 1 by 2 into 1 minus L inverse of 1 by s plus 1 is e power minus t. That is of the form L inverse of 1 by s plus a. And the last function is L inverse of 1 by s plus 2, that is 1 by 2 into e power minus 2t. So taking 1 by 2 commonly outside, we get 1 plus e power minus 2t minus 2 into e power minus t. Now let us see the next example. Find L inverse of 1 minus s by s plus 1 into s squared plus 4s plus 13. Now let us consider f of s is equal to 1 minus s by s plus 1 into s squared plus 4s plus 13. Now we can see in the denominator we are having s plus 1 into a quadratic form. So by using the partial fractions method, the above equation can be written as a by s plus 1 plus the second term is a quadratic form, so for that the partial fractions can be written as bs plus c divided by s squared plus 4s plus 13. Now taking LCM on both the sides and cancelling the denominator, we'll be left with 1 minus s is equal to a into s squared plus 4s plus 13 plus bs plus c into s plus 1. Now by finding the values of a, b and c, let us substitute s is equal to minus 1. So we get 1 plus 1 is equal to a into 1 minus 4 plus 13. So 2 is equal to 10a, which implies a is equal to 1 by 5. Now substitute s is equal to 0. So we get 1 is equal to 13a plus c. Now substituting the value of a, we get 1 is equal to 13 by 5 plus c. So which implies the c value is equal to 1 minus 13 by 5. So c is equal to minus 8 by 5. Now by equating the coefficients of s squared on both the sides, let us find the value of b. So we get 0 is equal to a plus b. So b is equal to minus a. So the b value is equal to minus 1 by 5. Now substituting the values of a, b and c, we get 1 by 5 by s plus 1 plus minus 1 by 5 into s minus 8 by 5 divided by s squared plus 4s plus 13. Now this equation can be written as 1 by 5 into 1 by s plus 1. Now from the second term we can take minus 1 by 5 outside, so will be getting minus 1 by 5 into s plus 8 divided by s squared plus 4s plus 13. Now in the first term we have a inverse Laplace transform, but for the second term we don't have a inverse Laplace transform. So we are going to convert the second term into a inverse Laplace transform of a standard type. So now in the denominator we are going to add and subtract by 4. So we get 1 by 5 into s plus 8 divided by s squared plus 4s plus 4 plus 13 minus 4. Now considering only s squared plus 4s plus 4, this is nothing but a plus b the whole squared. Now this can be written as 1 by 5 into 1 by s plus 1 minus 1 by 5 into s plus 8 by s plus 2 the whole squared plus 3 squared. Now writing the second term as s plus 2 by s plus 2 the whole squared plus 3 squared plus s plus 6 by s plus 2 the whole squared plus 3 squared, because if in the denominator we are having x plus a the whole squared plus b squared, then the numerator should be s plus a. Now taking L inverse on both the sides, we get the term like this. Now by using the inverse Laplace transforms formulas, we get the first term is e power minus t minus 1 by 5 into, in the second term for s plus 2 the whole squared, we can take this as 1 by 5 into e power minus 2t L inverse of s by s squared plus 3 squared, minus here also for s plus 2 the whole square, this can be written as 2 by s 5 into e power minus 2t L inverse of 3 by s squared plus 3 squared. Now this have converted into a standard forms of inverse Laplace. We know the formulas for L inverse of s by s squared plus a squared and L inverse of a by s squared plus 3 squared, which is equal to 1 by 5 into e power minus t minus 1 by 5 e power minus 2t. This L inverse of s by s squared plus 3 squared is cos 3t minus 2 by 5 into e power minus 2t. L inverse of 3 by s squared plus 3 squared is sin 3t. Now taking 1 by 5 commonly outside, we get e power minus t minus e power minus 2t cos 3t minus 2 into e power minus 2t sin 3t. Now let us consider one more example. Find the L inverse of 5 into s squared minus 15s minus 11 divided by s plus 1 into s minus 2 the whole cube. Now let us consider f of s is equal to 5 into s squared minus 15s minus 11 by s plus 1 into s minus 2 the whole cube. By using the partial fractions method, that is, in the table it is of second type. So we can write this as a by s plus 1 plus b by s minus 2 plus c by s minus 2 the whole square plus d by s minus 2 the whole cube. Now taking LCM and cancelling the denominator, we get 5s squared minus 15s minus 11 is equal to a into s minus 2 the whole cube plus b into s plus 1 into s minus 2 the whole square plus c into s plus 1 into s minus 2 plus d into s plus 1. Now let us find the values of a, b, c and d. Substitute s is equal to minus 1, so we get s plus 15 minus 11 is equal to a into minus 1 minus 2 the whole cube. So solving this equation, we get a value is equal to minus 1 by 3. Now substitute s is equal to 2, so we get minus 21 is equal to 3d, therefore d is equal to minus 7. Now equating the coefficients of s cube on both the sides, we get 0 is equal to a plus b. So b is equal to minus a and b value is equal to 1 by 3. Now to find the next value, substitute s is equal to 0. So we get minus 11 is equal to minus 80 plus 4b minus 2c plus d. Now we know the values of a, b and c. So substituting these values, we get minus 11 is equal to minus a into minus 1 by 3 plus 4 into 1 by 3 minus 2c minus 7. Now solving this equation, taking minus 7 to the next side, we get minus 4 is equal to 8 by 3 plus 4 by 3 minus 2c. Now solving this, minus 4 is equal to 4 minus 2c. So we get the c value is equal to 4. Now substituting all the values in the equation, we get minus 1 by 3 by s plus 1 plus 1 by 3 by s minus 2 plus 4 by s minus 2 the whole square minus 7 by s minus 2 the whole cube. Now taking L inverse on both the sides, we know that L inverse of 1 by s plus a is e power minus at and L inverse of 1 by s minus a is e power at. Now the first two terms can be written as minus 1 by 3 into e power minus t plus 1 by 3 into e power 2t. Now considering the third term, this can be written as 4 into e power 2t L inverse of 1 by s squared and minus 7 into e power 2t L inverse of 1 by s cube. Now by using the inverse Laplace transforms, L inverse of 1 by s power n equal to t power n minus 1 by n minus 1 factorial, we get L inverse of 1 by s squared is equal to t squared minus 1 by 2 minus 1 factorial, which is equal to t, and L inverse of 1 by s cube. Substituting the value of 3 in n, we get t power 3 minus 1 by 3 minus 1 factorial is equal to t squared by 2 factorial, which is equal to t squared by 2. So the upper equation will become minus 1 by 3 e power minus t plus 1 by 3 e power 2t plus 4 into e power 2t into t minus 7 e power 2t into t squared plus 2.
Hope you have understand the concept of finding the inverse Laplace transform by using partial fractions method. Thank you for watching this video.